Sometimes the world isn't fair. You might be misunderstood, bullied, or even falsely accused. But true strength doesn't come from hurting others, comes from those who, despite facing injustice, still choose kindness and perseverance. Today, I want to share with you the story of Ethan. Ethan was a quiet boy. He loved books, excelled in school, and never caused trouble. He didn't talk much, but he was kind to everyone. Yet, despite all this, he somehow became the perfect target for bullying. Some classmates thought he was too easy to pick on. Sometimes they would bump into him in the hallway on purpose. Other times, they would stuff trash into his backpack. But the worst thing they did was set him up. One day, after gym class, the school announcement suddenly called his name. "Ethan, please come to the principal's office." Confused, he walked in, only to be met with serious faces from the teachers. "The teacher's phone went missing, and we found it in your backpack," the principal said coldly. Ethan froze. How was that possible? He had never even touched the phone. "I didn't take it," he said firmly. But no matter how much he tried to explain, the principal still made a decision. "You will be suspended for 1 week until we get to the bottom of this." Walking out of the office, he heard whispers behind him, saw the mocking smiles on the faces of the bullies who had framed him. He knew they had done it. But right now, no one was willing to listen to him. At home, Ethan felt a mix of anger and helplessness. Why? He had done nothing wrong. So why did he have to suffer? His parents reassured him, saying, "We believe you." But even they couldn't change the principal's decision. For the next few days, Ethan didn't want to do anything. But as he absent-mindedly picked up a book and started reading, he came across stories of people who had been wrongly accused and bullied. Yet they didn't let those experiences define them. Instead, they became stronger through their hardships. Later that week, he started volunteering at the community library, where he met an old man, Mr. Lewis. Seeing Ethan's troubled expression, Mr. Lewis casually asked, "Kid, why do you look so down?" After a brief hesitation, Ethan shared his story. Mr. Lewis listened, nodded, and said, "I've been through that too, framed, lied about, even lost good opportunities because of it." "What happened after?" Ethan asked. The old man smiled. "I realized something. You can't control how others treat you, but you can control how you respond." Ethan fell silent. He had never considered that before. A week later, Ethan returned to school. That same day, the real thief was caught. It turned out that the same group of bullies had tried to frame another student using the same trick, but this time, they were caught red-handed. The principal publicly apologized to Ethan, and the teachers' attitudes toward him changed as well. But Ethan didn't feel happy about it. What mattered to him wasn't whether people saw him differently now, but that he had learned to stand strong in the face of injustice. That afternoon, as Ethan was packing up his books, someone walked up to him. It was Josh, one of the boys who had bullied him. Josh lowered his head, hands in his pockets, and muttered awkwardly, "I just never mind." Ethan looked at him for a few seconds. He had every right to be angry, to throw back the pain he had endured. But then he thought about Mr. Lewis, about all the stories he had read. He realized that real strength wasn't about getting revenge. It was about choosing to grow. "It's over," Ethan said calmly. Josh looked surprised. He glanced at Ethan one last time, then nodded and walked away. Ethan knew this wouldn't be the last time he faced challenges in life. But this experience had taught him something valuable. The world might treat you unfairly. People might try to bring you down. But as long as you stay true to yourself, you have already won. The strongest people are not those who hurt others, but those who, even in the face of cruelty, still choose kindness and resilience. No matter what happens, never stop being the best version of yourself. The world may not always be fair, but you still have the power to choose light over darkness.